Hey there, comic book fans. It's Rusty again with Collector Auctions, and you caught me here in the car on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon here in Baltimore, heading down to Third Eye Comics in Annapolis, Maryland for yet another new comic book day. Now, there are a lot of great books that are coming out this week, half of which I had already pre-ordered, but the other half I still need to pick up. There's some great variant covers I definitely want to pick up. So like normal, I'm going to go down, film, and then I will come home and we'll do a show and tell. So stay tuned and I'll be right back.
Many unbearable hours later.
All right, guys, I finally made it back home, and I had a chance to bag and board all the new comics. Like most weeks when I go to New Comic Book Day, whether it's at Third Eye Comics or any other comic book shop, I'm usually looking for books that I failed to pre-order with my pre-order service, M&M Comics, 2 to 3 months ago. And this week is no exception. There were definitely some things that I had missed completely, they were not on the radar, and in some cases, the art probably wasn't available, so I didn't know what it would really look like. But as in most weeks when I go to New Comic Book Day, a lot of the books I pick up are definitely intended for a purpose, and that purpose usually is for a signing coming up at some point, whether it's at CGC or more likely at a Comic-Con. And I do have Baltimore Comic-Con coming up, and this week I definitely have one artist in mind. When I picked up at least a few books here was Michael Cho. And this week, Captain America #3 came out. And even though I've got the regular cover pre-ordered, I did not pre-order the variant cover by Michael Cho here. That's just a beautiful cover. If I had seen that in the pre-orders, I probably would have gotten it. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have skipped over that. But beautiful cover. I wanted to make sure I get that. And I'm definitely taking it to Baltimore. Hopefully he will show up this time. He was a no-show, had to cancel, and I'm making it sound worse than it was. I heard there were some personal issues going on, and he could not go to Heroes Con. So I definitely have a few books saved up for Michael Cho. I hope everything's okay with him and his family. I don't know what's going on, but I do hope to get to see him in Baltimore here in October. So I've got that, but that wasn't the only Michael Cho book that came out this week. Also, the new #2 Space Ghost. He's back doing covers for the Space Ghost series. I guess this is the next series. And while I was there, they also had issue #1, and I really like that one. #2 is okay. Can you guess where he's going to sign on #2 right there? This one's really nice. I wonder if he'll sign down here on that one. I have to make bets on that. So I picked up, this wasn't this week. #2 was for this week, but I hadn't seen this one here. I know when he was doing the original series covers, I think they got the issue 5, had that beautiful cover. It was more like a 40s movie poster. It was a beautiful, I wish I'd bought a print of that when I had the chance. And then he stopped. And so I kind of stopped on the series as well. But seeing that the new series with Space Ghost here is back and he's doing covers again, I guess I'm picking up Space Ghost again. Now, another cover that I picked up, I haven't seen him at a con in a while, but Dennis Cohn is definitely there. And I picked up the new issue of Absolute Batman. This is a variant. Which issue is this? Number 12. I've already got the regular cover already ordered, pre-ordered, but I did pick up this variant here, and hopefully we'll see Dennis at some point. And you've heard me talk about Todd Knock over the last few weeks, and having seen him at Heroes Con and at the Harrisburg the Harrisburg Comic and Pop Con. I continue picking up some of these iconic covers that he does of these single characters. This one, of course, is Apocalypse. What book is this? This is the new X-Men Alpha, X-Men of the Apocalypse Alpha. So definitely all of those books are going to be intended for signings at some point, just like this possibly. This is a Mark Brooks animation style cover right there of Age of Apocalypse Alpha with Wolverine right there. And I think that was it. Yeah, that was it for the ones I was intending for signing. Now we get to the books that they weren't on my radar, so I picked them up anyway. Punisher, number 1, the new Punisher. I guess Frank Castle is back. That art on that cover is fantastic. Red Band, I'll have to break that open and see what the books and the story's like. Honestly, I've never opened up a Red Band book before. I've kind of left them in the poly bag. So we'll have to see if I actually open this one up and give it a read. Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion right here. This is number 4, and this one I had failed to pre-order. I have been getting this book. I had pre-ordered the first 3, and then for some reason I skipped over it this week. I even made a note on my pull list that when this pops up at the LCS, I needed to pick it up. And this one was not on my radar, but I do love Michael Bendis and Omin on Powers. This is a return. I don't recognize the characters right here. This is Powers 25, I guess 25th anniversary, I suppose. And we'll see if I like that as I did the original series. We'll see. And I can definitely tell you that it wasn't on my radar. If I go into Dark Horse, I'm just looking for Usagi Yojimbo. So there's so many books out there that I can't see everything. And that's why I end up missing things and then going to my LCS. So there's that. And then Blood Type is one of those EC comics. And this one is issue number 4, I believe. And let's see. Yeah, number 4. And I've actually been enjoying the stories in this one right here. And that's the only ongoing EC title right now I've been continuing with. I'll pick up the number 1s, but this is the only one that I've really been enjoying reading. So I continue getting that one. And then last up was from Dynamite. We've got Blue Falcon and Dino Mutt. And of course, this takes me back to my childhood, like a lot of us growing up on Saturday morning cartoons and seeing Blue Falcon, Dino Mutt, just part of Saturday morning goodness. And it brings back memories. So pretty cool illustration. The story's pretty violent in there too. So I haven't read it. I've just thumbed through it, but it is definitely more of an adult book than it is a kid's book with the violence going on inside it. But it's all good. But anyway, guys, that is it for this week. A lot of good books, mostly for signings, and some that I just missed. You guys are going to have to let me know what you picked up this particular week for New Comic Book Day. I'd love to know. Just leave me that comment in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed today's episode, definitely give me a like, slap that subscribe, and click on that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any of the episodes that I put out each and every week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you for the next show. Until then, remember, every comic has a story.